Welcome to 27 Topics. Today our guest is from the Dubois County Museum, Janet Kluemper. Welcome.
Thank you.
I understand that you are a volunteer at the museum.
Yes, we have all volunteers at the museum at this point, and I am the director of exhibits and programs there, which gives me a lot to do.
And I guess we have something going on pretty well all the time out there, it seems like.
Oh yes, we are always busy doing something, and people come out and they're very surprised all the time. I can't believe you have all this, but it just says that everyone needs to come and see us as soon as possible.
Everyone that's there is impressed.
I think
that
so.
I have spoken to.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we have coming up this week on Thursday, a special tour, a van or something, Vanished, the German-American Civilian Internment from 1941 to 1948. What is this?
It actually is a retrofitted bus that is coming to the museum and parking in front of the museum, and the visitors can, as well as coming into the museum, but they also can visit inside of this bus. It's divided into half, and the first half of the bus, front half, is exhibit panels where there are 10 narrative panels that talk about the German-American internment during World War II. And the second half of the bus has an NBC Dateline presentation from 1994, I believe, when they documented what happened during World War II. There also is a 1945 U.S. government color film that can be shown in the bus. So it's a complete exhibit in itself. And the Jasper Public Library, Rita there was the first one who came across this, and so they are co-sponsoring it with us.
Rita at the library?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right.
And what really are we going to learn? It's titled Vanished, German-American Civilian Internment. 1941 to 48 is...
Yes, this is true. I think we're all familiar with the Japanese Americans who were interned, and that was publicly documented, and I believe way back in the 1980s it was stated by the government that this did occur. Then in the year 2000, the government finally said that yes, we did intern Italian Americans, but never has the government said anything about German Americans being interned. And some of them were aliens who were in the country and not naturalized. Some of them were even the children of aliens, so they had been born in the United States. And it's very interesting because it goes out to it's only Midwest. And there were 18 civilian camps in the Midwest during that time. There were 60 over the whole country, and people were interned there. They were never had any legal representation. There were no charges brought against them, and no trials ever, because it was done by executive order of F.R. Roosevelt at the time. And it's not been admitted by the government, so that there is no substantiation, except there are a lot of photos. There's 10 panels of narrative that go along to show this. So it really would be interesting to anybody who's German-American, who has a German background, and that especially hits the people around here in the Jasper area. And it's interesting to veterans, people who lived during that home front situation during that time. And I have interviewed a lot of people, and I've never come across anyone in Dubois County that's aware of what went on. As far as I can tell from a map, it was mostly in the cities around Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis. These were internment camps in Cincinnati. So there's a lot of knowledge that I don't have until it comes.
So what has happened is these people were Germans in America, per se, and they were then hauled off to camps during the war.
Yes, not all of them were, some of them were Americans, we would call them today. They
Yes.
were of German descent, though. So they had been born in the United States. Yeah.
And it talks about how they were treated in these camps and...
Yes, I have not heard of ill treatment, but yes, it shows photographs of actual people who were in the camps.
And tell us a little about, this is Thursday, and who all can attend?
Everybody is welcome to attend. I think it would be an interesting thing to just see that exhibit. It's free. Donations are always accepted at the museum, but the museum can be, you can come in free all the time. So it will be of very much interest. And if you're wanting to look ahead on it, you can go to www.traces.org.
Okay, is there anything else that you would like to add this morning? The time that the bus is there, maybe that is...
Yeah, it's there on Thursday from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m., which is a long time so that the school groups can come through, and also general visitors can come through during the day, and also after working hours it's available to
And do you
people.
have enough volunteers to help you on this day?
We don't yet, but I'm going to make a lot of phone calls yet. There's a lot of people who will help us out, but if you are interested in this and you would be able to help us on Thursday, I know it's short notice, but we'll be putting together some volunteer groups to help us out.
Okay, any last minute comment?
Well, I'd just like to invite everybody to come. Our phone number is 634-7733. And also, we're located on Newton Street in Jasper, in case you want to find us. We're open 7 days a week, actually, as far as the gift shop is concerned. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the gift shop is open from 9 to 12, and we also answer phone calls. And then we're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from 10 until 2, except Sundays 1 to 4. But Thursday is special. We will be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Janet, thank you for being our guest today on 27 Topics. Continuing with 27 Topics, our guest is Nancy Eckerle, Executive Director of the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, and she is going to bring us up to date on Old Jasper Days and everything else going on in the city within the next month or two.
Well, as always, Paul, it's a very busy time. And I did want to talk about Old Jasper Days because by the time we talk in May, for June, the date will probably have passed already. But Old Jasper Days is in its second year of planning. And so it's designed to be a mini festival. Hopefully someday we'll grow into a bigger festival. But we are looking on Saturday, June the 2nd, to have a farmer's market beginning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that'll go until about 1 o'clock. And then at 8 a.m. also, there will be a unique antique, an event that will be held at the Hoosier Antique Mall, and that is in the old Hoosier Desk Building between 3rd and 4th Streets on Mill. And anyway, during the unique antique, you'll be able to bring your antiques and have them appraised. So that's pretty exciting because, you know, we all have a lot of things in our attics and in our basements that we could dig out and find out the value of them. And that'll go on from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening. And then from 10 o'clock in the morning, there's, of course, shopping all over Jasper in the downtown and other areas. There'll be a really nice model railroad display coming out of the Indianapolis area. Will be on display in the depot. We'll have Bob Almar with Magic with Style performing some magic near the train depot from 10 until 1. There'll be homemade ice cream turned by the Amish. They use their horses to turn the homemade ice cream contraption, and that'll be starting about 11 o'clock and then until the ice cream is gone, and there's no charge for that. And during the whole weekend, you can do the historic walking tour, and those will be available in the depot and just all around Jasper. And then something new this year, Eric at 7 Seas is going to be having some exotic pets in 7 Seas Pet Store at 3rd and Mill Streets. And so for people who like animals or different kind of animals, they'll be available in that store. And then, of course, we want people to go by the historic barn, which is on East 4th Street, and just view this. Although there won't be anything going on in the barn that weekend, we still want people to go by and look at the barn and see how much progress has been made all weekend, and particularly on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we partner with the Jasper Lions Club, who hold the Strawberry Festival, and they've been doing the Strawberry Festival for many years. So we want people to go down by the gazebo and some of the shelter houses where the Lions Club will be set up and enjoy some hamburgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, and of course strawberries with ice cream or strawberry shortcakes or however you want your strawberries. They'll be serving them from 10 until 5 o'clock on Sunday, June the 3rd. The model railroad display would be in the depot again on Sunday. And we'll have the trolley from French Lick on Sunday only of Old Jasper Days weekend. And we will have some tour guides on the trolley, and they'll go from 10 until about 5, taking you all over the historical part of the downtown Jasper area. Hoosier Antiques and many other stores will be open from noon until about 5. And this year, something new also, the Memorial Hospital Community Outreach Group is doing a health walk from 1 until 3, starting in the gazebo on Sunday, June the 3rd. And there's no charge to attend. You just need to register. And I think they have a couple of different walks that you can take during the health walk. And then we'll end that weekend of Old Jasper Days at 5 o'clock with the concert in the park featuring the Dubois County Community Band. So it's going to be a fun weekend, Paul.
That sounds like a full fun-filled weekend.
It would, if you wanted to do everything. And we never want to forget that's the same weekend as Relay for Life. So on that Friday until Saturday, we want people to support Relay for Life also. And then just continue on with Old Jasper Days down by the train depot area.
And the downtown merchants will be open?
They will be open on Saturday, and many of them will be open on Sunday. Those that are open on Sunday will probably have balloons or something on their doors, so be able to tell if they're open.
So it'll be beneficial to come downtown.
It will be, and it's the kind of thing where in that area you can walk all the way from the courthouse down to the gazebo area, and really you can walk at your own pace, or you can walk in the health walk, or do whatever you want to do, but it should be a fun weekend with a lot of great activities. I also wanted to mention that the TRICAP RSVP on Saturday will be having a food stand under the big tree where the farmers market is, and they'll be selling food on Saturday from 8 until 5.
That's Old Jasper Days, Saturday and Sunday, June 2nd and 3rd. Okay, Nancy, we have a little time left. What else do we have?
Well, we want to make sure that people mark their calendars for the Riverwalk concert series for this year. On Sunday, June the 3rd, as I just mentioned, we will have the Dubois County Community Band, and that is a great group of local musicians that play really a couple times at the beginning of the summer. That is from 5 to 6. On Saturday, July the 14th, the Mountain Harmony Bluegrass Band will be playing, and that is also a group of very talented local musicians, and that is Saturday, July 14th from 7 until 9 p.m. And then on Saturday, September the 1st, in conjunction with the Indiana Bike Fest that is held in Jasper, there will be Acoustically Yours. And again, local talent. We always try to stick with the local talent if we can. And that's Saturday, September 1st from 6 until 8 p.m. All of this entertainment is free. It's provided by the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, Patoka 2000, the Strassenfest, Rojak, and the Dubois County Community Foundation provide the funding for the Riverwalk concerts.
And we just have about a minute left. Nancy.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that anyone who's interested in starting their own business or has their own business already but would like a little assistance, you can contact the Chamber. We do have a great resource at the Small Business Development Center, and they can help people that are interested in starting their own business venture, or again, like I said, someone who is already in business experiencing some difficulties. But really the best way is to contact the Chamber at 482-6866, and we'll set you up with a Small Business Development Center and get you some free and confidential counseling.
Nancy, thank you for being our guest and for bringing us up to date on what is going on in Jasper.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it.
Welcome to 27 Topics. Our guest is Christine Pryor, Executive Director of the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce, and several other things she does in that office that keep her more than busy, I'm sure.
It's always busy in our office, but we like it that way.
Well, we appreciate you taking time out to let the viewers know what is going on this month in the city of Huntingburg and environs.
You know, when you asked me to come, I thought, well, we don't really have any planned events in May because it's so busy with graduation and everything like that. And when I started thinking about it, I thought there still is quite a bit going on in Huntingburg. First of all, we have the Chamber's annual meeting coming up May 7th, and we're very fortunate to have our guest speaker as Lieutenant Governor Becky Skillman. And she's in charge of the Office of Community and Rural Affairs and the State Department of Agriculture. So it's really an opportunity for us to get firsthand from Ms. Skillman what opportunities does Dubois County have in regards to those agencies, and how best can we interact with the state to make sure that we take full potential of those opportunities.
Well, we have a lot of things going on. Becky's going to be at the annual chamber dinner.
She'll be there.
The featured speaker.
And that is Monday, May 7th, and we do invite the public to that. If you would like to make reservations, please call us at our office at 683-5699. The cost of the tickets is $25, but we do need to know as soon as possible so that we can make sure that we have a great lunch for you. We have a lot of exciting things going on, though.
Okay, this is a noon luncheon?
It is a noon luncheon.
So this is different from previous years?
Yes. Normally we had an annual dinner, but we decided that people are so busy nowadays that we'd like to make it part of their business day, so we switched from a dinner to a luncheon, and this is the first year we've done that, and we think it will be well appreciated among our members.
Well, thank you. Then we have some other things going on, and we have some parks opening up.
That's right. The
Bark
Park. You almost have to say it, Bark Park. The new Huntingburg Bark Park will be opening on the South Side Park on May 19th. That's a Saturday. But we do ask that you register your dogs. We want to make sure that the dogs have had their proper shots and their proper medications and so forth, because the dogs will be allowed to be inside the park, which is fenced in. You can take them off the leash and let them run. However, we do ask that you remain there with the dogs, but this gives them an opportunity to socialize with other dogs and to get some activity that maybe they don't get when they're just on a leash and you're walking them in the neighborhood, because Huntingburg does require that you have your dogs on a leash. So here at the Bark Park, you can take them off that leash. You can let them run. They can get a lot of energy out and have some fun with some of the other dogs. Again, we do ask that they be registered at the city office, and you can start registering them the week of the May 13th. There is a fee because you will be given a key to the park. There is a gate lock on it. The fee is $25 for your first dog, and then if you have more than one dog in your household, it's $5 per dog. And again, the reason why we do that is we want to make sure that the dogs have had their shots and their vaccinations and everything, because if they're in there and if a dog is ill, we don't want them to make the other dogs ill. We also ask that if you have a dog that might be a little bit of aggressive and it doesn't socialize with the other animals, that you make sure that you remove the dog. We also ask that you be responsible and pick up after your dog. But we think that it's going to be a great opportunity for people who have dogs to socialize with other people who own dogs. And it is, unfortunately, we're being a little bit restrictive here. Dogs only. No kitty cats, no ferrets, no other reptiles or anything like that. It is a dog park. And it's the Bark Park, and it's opening May 19th at the Southside Park. And then probably sometime in June, we're going to have a doggy fair. So look for that as well.
So do you have some exercise equipment there for the dog to put them through?
No, we talked to dog owners and asked them what they thought was feasible and what they wanted, and basically they felt that the dogs would just like the opportunity to be able to run. It's about an acre total, and like I said, it's totally fenced in, so your animals will have the opportunity to get some of that energy off.
Very good. We're glad to see that. Then what is the next park?
The next park we're looking at is the park along State Road 64. It had been the old landfill, and we've been very fortunate because we received a grant from the Department of Natural Resources for trails, and they contacted us this last month and informed us that there was actually an additional $3,000 left in the fund. Would we like that money? And of course we said yes, because we have a lot of things that we want to do there at that State Road 64 park. We'll put in some trails that will meander through the park and down into the wooded area that you see there. If you've been by there recently, you have noticed that there's a couple of buildings going up. Those 2 buildings are for the equipment that will need to be stored out there, and also we are going to be putting in a golf driving range, and so that second building will serve as a building where you can go and rent golf clubs or golf balls and go out there and hit a couple of balls and just get your swing back if you've been off for the winter and you haven't been able to get out to the golf course. And we think that will work real well with it being so near to the golf course. So if you're on your way to the golf course and you want to do a couple of practice swings before you go by, you can stop there at the new Huntingburg golf driving range.
And that'll be opening this month.
That will probably be opening the end of May or the beginning of June. A lot of that has to do with weather. And we do want to send a thank you out to the Girl Scouts. We had to bring in some additional dirt because of it being a previous landfill, and some of the dirt had rocks in it. With the rain, those rocks came up, and the Girl Scouts were very nice and went out there and picked up all the rocks. So we're very thankful to them.
Any closing comments?
Closing comments, I would just say that there are a lot of recreational opportunities, and with the spring and summer coming up, take advantage of the Huntingburg Park and Recreation System and all the other activities that are going on here in southern Indiana, and have a great spring and summer.
Thank you very much for being our guest today, Christine
Thank you.
Pryor. Welcome back to 27 Topics. Our guest at this time is Kit Miracle, the Executive Director of the Jasper Arts Commission. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's a great pleasure to have you on the show and to tell us a little bit about the upcoming event this weekend, the Chalk Walk.
We are in our 4th year for the Chalk Walk, and it gets bigger every year. This will be Saturday, May the 5th. Rain date, we don't want to say that, but that will be the 12th, just in case. We will have the sidewalk artists, the kids out there doing all kinds of art activities, our arts market, where local artists and crafts people will be selling their work, free entertainment, lots of free children's activities, food vendors, so it's just an all-day family event.
You know, this is the 4th year, and it seems to grow tremendously every year.
It does.
How do you sign up for the Chalk Walk?
All of the kids in the local school systems throughout the county received flyers, and they could sign up that way, or they can just call us at 482-3070 at the Art Center and sign up, or you can sign up the day of. The advantage with pre-registration for those who already have, and we've passed that day, is that you get a bag with a t-shirt and prizes and your chalk and your square and everything assigned. If you sign up the day of, you only get the chalk and your square, but you still can do all of the activities for free and just enjoy the whole day.
You mentioned that the flyers go out to the kids in the school system. Mm-hmm. This is the Jasper school system.
We took them to all of the schools in the county.
Oh, okay.
And we've advertised in a number of papers and sent out a boatload of press releases. So it's pretty well out there that we're doing this.
Doing this. And I also see adults doing art on the sidewalk.
Right. We have resident artists, and these are artists who are using special pastels rather than sidewalk chalk. We also have kind of competition with various high schools, so we have at least 3 high schools teams that I know of that are participating. So they do some pretty fantastic work as well.
I know it. I think it was last year where it was a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. And the day after was a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. And I know coming into town on the day after, there were a lot of spectators going around and looking at the chalk before it was scrubbed down. I think the fire department comes up and washes the street down, I believe.
Sometimes they do. We have had a number of people comment how much they enjoy coming by in the evening, that Saturday evening, or coming by the next day and just walking around to take a look at everything. And it's just amazing the ideas that people will come up with for their chalk drawings on the wall.
Yeah, and the talent that is displayed.
Oh, it is.
there.
And this is a long tradition. This actually began in Europe, and there are some cities that do huge chalk traditions. I know, I think Monterey, California, they did the Sistine Chapel, and each artist was assigned various things. We don't have a theme. We let the kids decide what they want to do, but we also have a lot of adults that do this. This is just an all-day family event.
It's like you're saying and kind of stressing is that it is a family event. Mom, Dad, and the kids can all come and do it.
Oh yes, I have a lot of people come. Some will bring the kids in the morning. They'll do some chalk. They'll do some activities. They might go home and have a nap. They can come back in the afternoon because it's from 8 until 4. All of the activities, if you don't want to do the sidewalk, all the art activities are free. The entertainment, we have various musicians and other entertainers from the area. That is free. We have a number of service groups that will be doing food vending, food vendors to raise money. This year our sponsors are, of course, the downtown merchants in Jasper, but we have a new sponsor, and that's Papa John's, and they've asked us to be a sponsor because they like to be involved with family events, and they're donating quite a lot of food for all of the volunteers, and it takes a lot of volunteers to make this happen.
Well, it's a great event, and is there judging?
There is no judging. This is just purely for fun. We're not making this into competition. It's just for fun.
That's very good. And before we get out of that again, that is on May the 5th, on Saturday.
Yes. If you're not already registered, you can register the day of. Our registration booth is in front of City Hall.
Very easy to find on the square in downtown Jasper, where it'll spring out from there.
Oh, yes.
Then let's not forget the artist that is, I guess, going to be in residence for some days during the month of May at the Arts Center. Elizabeth Nelson.
Elizabeth Nelson is one of our artists from Florida, and she's coming up here. She does a very special type of art, which is paper collage, and we don't find too many adults that do that, and they're just exquisite. But she will be working with Ruth Galhausen's class for the day of May the 9th. And then she'll also be doing a demonstration and artist talk and a free reception that evening. I believe that's a Wednesday. So we're really looking forward to seeing her work here.
Very good. Kit, we want to thank you for being our guest on 27 Topics.
Well, thanks very much.
If you or someone you know has a talent to showcase or an event to promote on 27 Topics, please contact this station